Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn and welcome to a Let's Build of the Nuka World Red Rocket Truck Stop. This is the only settlement available in Nuka World that you have access to, that you can build. And as you can see, I've already gotten started. I've been hard at work trying to sketch out how I wanted this to lay out. None of this is permanent. I'm sure this will all change by the time I finish my video. But what I want to bring you all in to help me with today is the top of my Red Rocket truck stop. The nice thing about the Red Rocket is the very top of it above the garage is flat, which means that you can build structures on top of it. And here's what I'm thinking. I've got a marketplace over here where I'm going to have the major market. I'm going to convert the Red Rocket truck stop into a diner. I've already got some diner seating out there and some beverage dispensers. The settlers themselves will live in a variety of different shacks and so forth. I've got some buses and trucks over here. I've got some containers over there. This is my farm. It's inside a greenhouse. I'm still currently working on a shower and toilet facility. But what I'm thinking for up here is I want a sort of loungy area for the settlers who live here to live in. This will probably be an off-limits spot. Travelers and merchants and consumers who come to this Red Rocket truck stop to partake of the diner or to go to the marketplace over there, they can go to those places and sit down and order a meal and buy some goods. But at the end of the hard working day, when the settlers have finished their job, I figure they'll come on up here to a nice sort of balcony area with beautiful 360 panoramic views of Brandenburg. Is that what it's called? Bradstown or something? Whatever that town is over there. The dam far off in the distance, and of course, Nuka World over here. There's the World of Refreshment. There's the Castle and the Kitty Kingdom. Lots of great sights over here. So I figured this is going to be a nice loungy area. So all I've done is I've laid the foundation. I put down these platforms, these elevated platforms, which I thought would work really well on top of the truck stop. Now you will notice that this part of the truck stop starts to slant upwards. And so if you try to build this platform any further in, the legs of those platforms are going to start to stick through the ceiling. So this is about all the floor space that I have access to. And what I'm thinking here is I'm going to have a nice deck area, so I want to put some railing around the corner. And I want to have a ladder that goes down to the floor. I'll probably have a bar over in one corner and then a variety of seating areas for people to lounge around and just relax. Now, I want my... No, I'll just aggro the whole thing. I'll wait and do that later. I want my Red Rocket truck stop to have a certain feel. It is in Nuka World, and there are raiders all over the place, so I do want it to have a sort of cheesy Nuka World vibe mixed with a raider vibe. So I don't want to use vault decorations, for example. Those are too clean and pristine. I want it to kind of have a rough and shambled together appearance. You'll notice that I'm using the warehouse tile set and a bunch of decrepit looking pieces instead of the nice barn tile set from Far Harbor. So one of the things that I'm going to use for this build is a mod called Thematic and Practical. I'm not going to use it for everything, but the nice thing about this mod is it comes with a bunch of scavenger and raider themed furniture and decorations. Look at all of these different beds that have been hacked together to look really run down and rustic. And there's a lot of great things that we can put together with this mod. So I'm going to be using that mod for a lot of the decorations, and then just a lot of the other tool sets that come with the vanilla settlement builder. So let's get started. What I want to do first is I want to put down a shack, a drink vendor, like a bar. So let's... And actually, first, let's remove these floors because I want to kind of build on into there. And instead, let's get this foundation right here. And then let's get this foundation right here. And that's going to give me a nice sort of off to the side looking wall. And then let's go get a trader wall. And I like this one. This is a large store wall. There we go. So that's where I can start building my bar, and I figure the bartender can come around here. And let's hop down here. All right, the legs are going down here through the ceiling, but let's make sure that none of the struts are poking through. And it's looking pretty good to me. Oh, there's that right there. Well, that's not the end of the world, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, now I need some space here for settlers to actually walk around. And then we'll finish this off with that. Okay, it looks rickety, it looks thrown together, looking good. What else is in this tile set that I can put in here? Put that wall there. Could put that wall there. And I can't get a wall to snap there, but I don't want the settler to fall off. So what I'll do is I'll go all the way to wood, miscellaneous, there. Well, these aren't wanting to snap. That's okay, I'll just set them there. And then let me get a teeny tiny one that I'll just append to there. There we go. That should be alright. Okay, so this is going to be my bar area. Now let's see, I need some shelving units so that the bartender has some places to put some drinks. So let's go back to thematic and practical furniture. Shelves. Let's see, do I want hanging wall shelves or standing shelves? I think I want some standing shelves. And they don't need a back because it's already got a back, so... Here, I like this shelf a lot. Sweet, I got a shelf there. Let's see, maybe there's something in containers. Only 2 containers. That's like a bin for frozen goods, and this is a dressing area, so that's not going to work. Maybe I'll just have 2 of these side by side. Sweet. So I can have some bottles over here, and then I can put the bartender right there. And I like it. Now, let's go ahead and get a sign. So, Trading Emporium, stores, sign, bar. I love it. It looks so great. Now, to get this bar operational, we need to actually put a store down there. So, let's go to stores, food and drink. And I'm going to use a mod for this. This is a mod. I linked to all the mods I'm using in the description of this video. And what this mod does is it converts the shop into this little floor mat. And the floor mat acts as a shop. But it doesn't have the huge rickety metal thing with it. So you just put it down where you want your settler to be. Assign the settler to the mat. And then the settler will use whatever table you put in front of it as the bar. So when it starts wiping the table, it's going to be wiping down this thing when I assign the settler to the bar. I don't have enough settlers yet to start assigning things, so we'll just have to trust that it's going to work. Okay, great. So I've got a nice little bar over here. Now, what can we do to make this an entertainment area? Let's start talking about food and seating. So let's go on over to thematic and practical. Let's go to scavenger and tables. Looks like there are only a few tables out here, but we'll set them out over here. This is probably where the settlers are all going to eat. That's a nice looking table. There. 2 tables, and then let's put some chairs down. Oh, look at this chair. Isn't that cool? I love it. Alright, so we'll put 1 chair there. 1 chair there. 1 chair there. And this is neat. It's like a little stool made from a dilapidated toilet covered in wood. Alright, so settlers can sit down and have a bite. Now, I do have a lot of seating downstairs by the diner. So I figure there doesn't need to be a whole lot of seating up here. This is just going to be for people who are coming up after a hard day's work and relaxing. And who knows, maybe I'll put some chairs on the ends over here, ends of the table. But hey, yeah, that looks pretty Raider-esque, doesn't it? You know, it's all hacked together with a bunch of scrap wood. Now, the settlers are going to need some entertainment, and nothing says entertainment better than a lounge singer. That's where that's going to be, so I need to put down a singing rug. So let's go to furniture, singing settler. This is a mod called Singing Settler, and this mod basically allows you to have a settler singing. Hence the name. Pretty cool. Let's get a microphone right there. And then some speakers, because you can't have a show without some speakers. Looking good. So now we need some support struts. So let's go to thematic and practical, go to structures, go to walls, and I like this a lot. Let's see. It's not going to want to snap, so I'm just going to have to set it down. It's looking pretty good. Looks like I can center this all a little better, so let's move this over there. Great. Oh, and the roof is wanting to snap, but it's wanting to snap the other way. Alright, so let's turn this around. And then I need to center it by nudging it ever so slightly. There, that looks good. Now I can get the awning. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's going to make such a great little stand for the singing settler. You know what's going to make this? Let's go ahead and get some lights in here. That's going to make this really nice. Some of those string lights, you know what I mean? Put one right there. put one right here. And then, of course, one in front. Now, the Singing Settler mod comes with some spotlights that we just need to make sure that we install in the right spot. And I think right on the posts here is going to be good. Brilliant. And then when you pop out of workshop mode, the lights appear. See? Isn't that great? Oh, looks like I got that one a little too far away. Let's fix that really quickly. There we go. How's this one looking? That one's looking good. Great, much better. Alright, let's make sure the sun stays up. So now, when I power this, which I haven't done yet, but when I power it, and I assign a settler to the microphone, when the settler comes up to sing, the spotlights will turn on and it's all golden. So we've got a pub, we've got some tables and chairs, and we've got a place for the settler to sing. Now before we go any further, let's make sure that we've got an appropriate ladder system installed so that settlers can come on up here. And there are a couple ways we could do this. We could certainly just do one big ladder that goes all the way down. Or we could do some scaffolding, and I think the scaffolding route is what I want to do. I'm pretty sure scaffolding isn't going to want to snap, but let's find out. So let's go on to scaffolding. And those are not wanting to snap. Maybe these will snap. Yeah, the horrible thing about the scaffolding tile set is it doesn't play nice with any of the other pieces. I used the regular wooden floors that came, the elevated floors that came with just Fallout 4. And the problem is that if you don't get, especially when it comes to stairs and ladders, if you don't get them to snap, settlers very well might not use them. So I'm not going to use scaffolding, even though I wanted to. I'm not. And instead I'm going to go to wood. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to go wood, stairs, and I'm going to use a stair that I know snaps and that I know settlers will use. Then, let's see. There we go. So this is a convoluted ladder system, but it does work. And now I want it to feel safe. I wonder if these will snap. And they do. Great. Oh, but now that overhangs. Oh, that overhangs. That's a bummer. Well, if I add more room... No, that won't work either, because then that'll still overhang. See, now that's okay. It's just on the sides of the stairs where I can't fit one. Oh well, I'll just leave it like that for now. Now I want this to have the appearance that it's being upheld by something, so I am going to go to the scaffolding section and get something tiny like this. And it's not going to snap. But at least now it doesn't look like it's hovering in midair. This is more for aesthetics than for function. This part. And then one below it. Because those snap well. And then if I can get a single one. I want to make sure it doesn't go through the stair itself. There. And yes, it is going through my building, but that's okay, because I figure, hey, you know, if they can put these things together to begin with, then they know how to weld, and I'm sure they can just weld it right on. Okay, looking good. So now settlers have a fully snapped way of getting up and down, and settlers really like these windy stairs like this, so I'm pretty confident that when I finally get my settlers here, that they will use this as intended. Now, this is Nuka World, and what kind of world is Nuka World without a little bit of gaming? So let's go on over to the Nuka World tile set and find some arcade games, right? This can be the big entertainment center, so I don't want anything too big. Yeah, this shooting range is probably out. That's way out. But maybe I can do one or two of these smaller ones, like Wakakami, which is really just hilarious, and the rollers. Well, actually, I could do that too. All right, let's find a spot for these. I do know that I kind of want a billiard. I want a billiard room. Well, I want a pool table somewhere over here. And I do want some gambling. I want some slot machines. And maybe a little bit more seating. Maybe I want a smoking section. So let's start over here. I don't want to get it right up against the fence. Let's give it a little bit of breathing room. Looks like I'm going to have to get a commie whacker for this. And then this is really long. That's nice and short, but that's really long. So I should probably move this one over here. Let's get the atomic rollers, place that there. And straighten it up a little bit. Make sure that that's in line with the line. Okay. So that's looking good. I could put Wakakami there. And then some tokens, a token machine. Okay, let's put some atomic roller balls in there. How many typically come with a set like this? I'll just do 3. Great. So this will be the game area. Well, these could actually go back more. Now, let's get some slot machines. So let's go to Resources, Vault, Slots. Oh, yes. Let's do two slot machines. Looking good, looking good. This is where I'm going to have to put my billiard table. So let's go to Furniture, Tables. Haha! Then let's even that up a little bit. So we come up here. We see the pool table right there. They're going to need some room to get around it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so let's get some pool balls and a pool rack on there. And for that, we're going to go to miscellaneous decorations because I have a mod installed that has that already nicely organized for us. There we go. This is from Dino's Decorations. And then we'll use OC Decorator to get some billiard cues on there. One there, and then how about one right there? Alright, I love it. Now we need some vending machines. So let's go back to Decorations, Miscellaneous. And this is Nuka World, so we will need a Nuka vending machine, but I'm also feeling fairly heretical, so let's put a Vim. Let's put a Vim machine right there. There's my Nuka machine. Alright, so they still need enough room to come up here. That's plenty of room, and I need to put the fencing in there. Still? That's plenty of room for the fencing. Make sure that's nice and even, almost. Bingo, I like it. You know what? This guy needs an ice chest. And I have a working one. Right here. Because you can't have beer without an ice cold beer, and you can't have scotch without scotch on the rocks. I like it. Okay, let's decorate this bar up a little bit. So let's go to Decorations, Miscellaneous, and let's go to Dino's Decorations. Well, here's a crate filled with all sorts of beverages that can go right there. Do-it-yourself, full shelves. Let's get some bottles going on here. Oh no, these are too wide. These shelves are too narrow, so we're going to have to go half shelf. He's got a lot of ammunition in the half shelf. There we go. Lots of drinks there. Maybe a little bit of food. People do like to get snacks. And then some cutlery, some drinks, glasses, and stacked up goodies. And for the rest, let's just put some boxes up there. And maybe some towels. Bartenders tend to always have towels. Yeah, that's looking nice. Let's decorate the surface of this thing. Now, it's not a kitchen, so we don't need a bunch of kitchen utensils. But we could use some plates and cups, and some beer. Actually, that should probably go elsewhere, but I'm going to set these out just so that I don't lose them. Ah, and a glass pyramid. Oh, here's a jukebox. Forgot about the jukebox. Gonna have to have a jukebox for when the singer isn't singing. Let's see, where could we put that? Not a lot of room left, but there's just enough. I'm not using the new one from Vault Tech Workshop because this is a nice decrepit raider place where nothing is new. Okay, so let's put some crates down. And maybe one more crate on top. And now we can move some of these over here, because they're going to fit better, I think. Over here. So that leaves us with one nice crate here. Let's put it askew slightly, and then we've got a nice big stack of glasses. Okay, looking good. This is starting to look like a lived-in bar, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what we need? We need at least one bar stool. Yeah, that's a good-looking stool. Looks like it fits in on a bar very well. Alright, let's talk about our seating area over here. I really like these tables, but there's not a lot of room for seating underneath. Typically I do too, so we are going to have to put some seats on the ends. So let's go back to thematic and practical, get some of those other seats that we haven't used yet. Sitting furniture, and then let's go back to chairs. And miscellaneous. Stack of tires, which works as a chair. A wheelchair. Broken down old wheelchair. That's going to be a nice chair. Is that cinder blocks? Yeah. Cinder blocks. Looking good. Okay, so let's go to OC Decorator. Let's go to kitchen and dining and dinnerware. And let's get ourselves some pint glasses. Oh, yes. Can't be a nice relaxation area without some pint glasses everywhere. Oh, man, and I'm out of pint glasses. Well, let's move these around a bit then. Let's go to beverages. And do we have some stout? Yes, that's looking good. I would love to put some Nuka Cola on here, but OC Decorator has not been updated with the new decorations that came with Nuka World yet. So I'm not going to be able to do that, but we can put a couple of drinks here. Maybe one or two on the gambling stations. And this one needs a nice empty glass. And these guys are probably going to be snacking, so let's go to Decorations Miscellaneous and get a nice big bowl of noodles. That's probably a good pub food to eat, eh? Don't you think, noodles? Let's get an ashtray over on this one. Oh, there's a barrel. I should put this barrel somewhere. Right there. We need some garbage bins. And I really, really like the Nuka World ones. There we go. Oh, that's a big one. That's really big. Gosh, I don't know if I need it that big. No, that's too big. Yeah, let's use this one. So we got a trash can. By the end of the bar, and then we should probably have a trash can somewhere over here. Now, I want a loungy area, and the only spot left is going to be up against this wall. So let's do it. Let's go to thematic and practical. Sitting furniture. And couches. Ooh, some of these are big. Too big. Let's go to armchairs. Ooh, I like this armchair. And then, let's see. Tables. Let's get some coffee tables going on in here. Oh, these are really big. This is the thinnest one I can find. Things are starting to get cramped, ladies and gentlemen. Things are starting to get cramped. I don't want to do too much with this place. But you know what? Most pubs are cramped, right? Most pubs are cramped. Alright, so let's decorate this up here, and then we are almost done. Let's get an ashtray. And then a cigarette machine is going to be great over here. And then how about a nice checkerboard? Or, yeah, checkerboard. You can kind of put it like that as if they're playing. And then let's use OC Decorator to put some drinks and stuff on here. So let's go to Office and Lounge for the smoking stuff. Let's put an ashtray down here. Make sure we got a nice flip lighter. How about a big old pack of cigarettes? And we'll take a lit cigarette. Put that in there. And a lit cigar. Because this is, after all, mine. There we go. I love it. Let's put some booze down. And voila, looking good. Now, all that's left is to put some railing around here so that it feels a little more safe. So let's go to wood and just work around. These don't normally snap, but I installed a mod that I link to in my mod document that causes most of these to snap pretty well. They still don't always snap perfectly. Yeah, for some reason this one isn't wanting to snap. Oh, there we go. Great. But since this floor piece came with a mod, it probably won't snap. There we go. Okay. Well, we're getting close. This is looking really good up here. We've got our singing area, complete with these nice bulb lights, vending machines for getting your drinks, a bar for getting all sorts of wonderful alcoholic beverages and some snacks. We've got some tables out here for enjoying some noodles and some beer. And then a gaming center where people can gamble some slots or play whack-a-commie. Jukebox for some music, a nice loungy area over here for shooting the breeze. We can do some rollers, atomic rollers with these things. I don't even know how that works. Let's see how this looks from down here. Oh, man. I'm pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Oh, that looks so great. It looks so Raider-esque. Scratch built. Scavenged together. Man, I like it. Okay, I think we're done. I'm going to go ahead and populate it with some settlers and wire up the things that need electricity, and I'll show you what the finished thing looks like. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I can already see that I need to add a few more lights. But I have some settlers up here and they're using it very well. I made a few changes. I added a string of lights there to lighten it up. And I forgot to put a cash register, so I put a cash register there. But as you can see, the bartender is manning the post dutifully. I've got my singing settler assigned to this microphone, but I think she's a little glitched out right now. She's kind of going up to the mic and stepping away from the mic, as you can see. And then the lights shine on her and then they stop. Not sure what's going on. I'm going to have to figure that out later. This is what happens when you use mods sometimes, but I'll figure it out. They're using the gaming machines. I don't know if you heard them a minute ago, but they were doing the slots and having a good old time. This lady's sitting in this nice chair over here, and yeah, it looks lived in. It looks Raider-esque. It looks scratch-built and kind of hacked together. I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. I need some more lighting, which is going to be hard because I don't have any ceilings or walls and I don't want to have big pillars hanging out, so maybe I'll just put a couple of lanterns on the tables, or I don't know, find some other way to get some lighting in here. But everything's lit up and working. The jukebox works, the games all work, the slot machines all work. I'm pleased. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even done with my Nuka World Red Rocket build yet. This is just the lounge area, but I figured since I was building it, I might as well bring you along for the ride. I have a lot yet to do, but I hope to be done with this entire settlement soon, and when I am, I will be sure to record a video overview of the entire thing and share it with you on this YouTube channel. So please subscribe if you're looking to see that, and who knows, maybe by the time you get around to watching this, I will have completely finished it. So it's a great little settlement. I really love how large it is. Bethesda gave us plenty of room to work with, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, if you like videos like these, please subscribe for more content. Thank you so very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.